in the blue corner, really needing no introduction the world over, wearing white trunks with multi-color trim. As the distinguished boxing senator, he has 61 wins, 7 losses, 2 draws. Introducing El Azteca, Mario Barrios. And only 8th division champion of the world, introducing the one and only Manny Pacquiao. Mario El Azteca Barrios.
Hall of Fame trainer Freddie Roach in Pacquiao.
6, 7, 8. You okay? Let's go, man.
Pacquiao, you see, very spiritual, man. He prays every day in the...
How do you feel?
The welterweight champion of the world, Manny Pacquiao.
Hey, David, what you think of the fight, brother?
Great fight, what I tell you, man? It was a great fight.
You pick Pacquiao.
I don't know about a split decision, though, man. That
Right.
was crazy. I thought it really lost.
Good fight, though. Yeah, look at David, man. Hey, David.
When you hit him to the body?
Yeah.
I talked to Osito Lopez. He scored an 8-4 for your dad. How did you guys score it?
Yeah, I think it was a 10-8 round. Yeah, that one.
10-4?
Yeah.
So you guys are flying right back to the Philippines. No days off?
Oh, no, not us.
Sorry, just your dad.
Yeah.
He has to go back. Who do you guys want us reporting? Who do you guys? That's why I'm here.
Fuck up, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it was a great fight. I enjoyed it, man. It was my first time watching Pacquiao live. It was amazing.
How amazing is that speed and power? Now that you saw it
Crazy. All the time. It's crazy, bro. Amazing speed, amazing power. You know what I mean? I think he got a little fatigued, though, but I think it's just his age, you know what I mean? I'm very fortunate to have seen them live.
Stronger, bigger puncher. I thought he'd be able to bag up Pacquiao when he did in spots. I thought he'd be able to move and use it and catch Pacquiao coming in, which he didn't. He pulled straight back. He made the mistake over and over again. You know what I mean? I thought he was a lot smarter than that, and he wasn't. So, I mean, you know, we can pick and choose. I was wrong for picking
Famed broadcaster Jim Lampley has expressed his sadness at reports that Manny Pacquiao is set to return to the ring in July against Mario Barrios.
However, on the other hand, fighters fight. It's what they do. Hey, Jim Lampley was gone for 6 years. Was it stupid for him to choose to come back and fall a fight? Was it a risk? You know, was there a possibility that he could embarrass himself and fall on his face? Are there some viewers and listeners out there who think that's exactly what he did? Sure, that's possible.
I mean, it's hard to know, you know, at the age of Pacquiao, you know, what we're going to get from him, you know. But I'll tell you this. Depending on his conditioning, right? Depending on how much he can pop in on that instep that he brought to me, that notorious fast instep, if he can pop in that
Speaking on Chris Mannix's podcast, Lampley said that while he understood the desire of Pacquiao to return at the age of 46, he felt it was sad that the soon-to-be Hall of Famer had chosen to come back. Lampley said, "It's just sad that he feels any reason or urge whatsoever. However, on the other hand, fighters fight. It's what they do." The broadcaster, who recently returned to call the fights that took place in Times Square a few weeks ago, compared his situation to that of the Filipino boxer.
You don't hold your phone up in sparring. You don't bring a camera in to sparring. Guess what? We got footage of me and Manny sparring. We got footage of me and Manny Pacquiao sparring. Leak it. No. Yeah, right. But it was understood. My dad said, I want me and my son to have this. And he and Freddie made an understanding.
the age of Pacquiao, you know, what we're going to get from him, you know. But I'll tell you this. Depending on his conditioning, right? Depending on how much he can pop in on that instep that he brought to me, that notorious fast instep. If he can pop in that instep, and if Pacquiao can get in, you know, I know he can hurt Mario Barrios.
He said, "I was back doing something I love and getting paid for it. So I understand why Manny wants to come back and do something he loves and get paid for it, but it's one thing to talk into a microphone when you've been a few years away and you're a little bit older. It's entirely a different thing to go in and hit and get hit." On his podcast, The Fight with Teddy Atlas, Atlas voiced his worries for Pacquiao, given his age, how he looked in his last fight versus Yordenis Ugas in 2021, and his exhibition bout against Rukia Ampo in 2024. "I'm very concerned," Atlas said.
Yeah, one of my favorite people, one of my favorite fighters in the whole world. He's moved up from like whatever, incredible weight. People forget about that. That's why I brought it up. How many weight classes this man has really moved up. Incredible, just incredible. But now, yeah, Barrios wouldn't be as big as those other guys, but he's still a guy that's confident. He's a guy that's...
"I don't want to stop anyone from making a living or making money, but I'm very concerned with a guy, a great man, who's helped his people, who's fought for his people, who's lifted his people up, who's given away money to his people, but he gave away money to his people that is in a position now that he has to fight at 46 and after 72 fights. Pacquiao, 46, looked his age in a unanimous decision loss to Ugas, who was a late replacement for former unified welterweight champion Errol Spence Jr. after he withdrew from the fight due to an eye injury suffered in training. The former 8-division champion also struggled mightily in his exhibition bout against Ampo, who is a kickboxer. Barrios, 30, faced Ugas in 2023, dropping him twice en route to winning the WBC interim welterweight title by unanimous decision.
46 years old. Well, he's professional, he's training hard and every day. I think, let me tell you something. I think Manny Pacquiao is the new world champion. I think so.
I think so too. I agree with you. Manny, I look him every day in camp with him. He looks amazing. Speed, power, mentality.
Yeah.
What do you tell Manny if he's watching?
The most important thing is experience. Experience is for Manny Pacquiao. His power, speed, and everything.
Manny Pacquiao getting back in the ring again for a world title fight.
Well, obviously, it definitely has to do with money, one. Two, I think Manny Pacquiao, I think his C game is a lot better than anybody, a lot of guys' A game, even with the age. But you have to take into account the last time he stepped foot in that ring against Ugas. You know, he didn't look good. He was outmatched by, you know.
Former champion and commentator Sean Porter has now given his take on the upcoming fight. Porter reminded fans that despite his age, he's still the legendary Manny Pacquiao and believes Pacquiao's speed can get the job done against Barrios.
With Boots anymore. Once upon a time, that would have been an amazing fight based on who Boots is now and based on who Pac used to be. Pac just ain't that guy no more. Mario, too slow, takes too many punches. But as far as that fight goes, man, I'm at the point now, you know, I hate to see some of these guys come back and get in the ring. It's what they want to do. I really don't like.
Speaking on the Porter Way podcast show, the Hall of Famer said, "It's so hard because he is Manny Pacquiao, right? So it is what it is. He's either going to come to the ring and be able to be fast enough to get off the stuff that he used to get off on, and if he does, he clocks him and he knocks him out. what I know without going into really deep detail, that left hand against that right hand, his left hand always gets there quicker than the other guy's right hand. Not only that, Azteca is a forward fighter moving into that left hand, so this is kind of a match made in heaven for Pacquiao. In an interview with his News leading up to the highly anticipated fight, Mikey Garcia expressed his admiration for the legendary southpaw while candidly questioning the hurdles the iconic boxer now faces.
First of all, Manny Pacquiao's coach, how you doing? Boo Boy said thank you for all the kind words you said about Manny. He says he watches the videos and he appreciates it.
Well, who else wouldn't say? What else is there to say about Manny? You know,
he's a legend,
like a living legend. You know, and like I said, just gotta tip your hat off to him, man.
What do you think, him and Barrios? We're getting.
When asked about Manny Pacquiao, the 4-division world champion remarked to Ali Sekbak, "What else is there to say about Manny, you know? He's a legend, like a living legend." The interviewer responded enthusiastically, probing Garcia's thoughts further. "What do you think about him and Barrios? It's getting closer and closer." The younger brother of veteran trainer Robert Garcia didn't hesitate to emphasize Pacquiao's work ethic, saying, "I've seen the videos. He's training hard." And indeed, the 8-division world champion has been training relentlessly, a fact underscored by the interviewer, who noted the misconceptions some fans have about Pacquiao's preparation being akin to short social media clips reminiscent of Mike Tyson before his controversial fight with Jake Paul last year. Sekbak clarified, "People think it's just like those 10-second video clips of Mike Tyson, but he ran for an hour and 10 minutes, then shadowboxed for 20 minutes.
A fighter, a younger fighter. Barrios is no slouch. Barrios is a young fighter, bigger fighter, knows how to, control distance very well, can punch a little bit. Like, he's no easy task for anybody in the welterweight division. And for Manny to come back after this long and to face a young guy like that is dangerous. And sometimes, these old legends.
Mikey Garcia, with first-hand insight, acknowledged the intensity of Pacquiao's regimen, remarking, "I've seen the hard work, and I've seen him train. He's training super hard. I know he has the work ethic and everything." Yet despite his admiration, the retired boxer posed a crucial question, a valid and resonant query that echoes throughout boxing history whenever legends attempt a return after extended absences.
No. Damas?
No.
Fuck. Is he Dominican? I think he is. God damn, can't think of his name. But he's fucking strong. He's a fucking bright superstar right now, like a prospect. And they said, Fabian said that Barrios hits way harder. So Barrios is strong.
This guy was underrated.
Garcia pointed out, "My only questions are about his age, like he's been out of the ring for so long. That's the only thing you have to question." Still, Mikey Garcia couldn't suppress his excitement about the potential spectacle of a victorious Manny Pacquiao comeback, likening it to historic triumphs by George Foreman and Bernard Hopkins, stating, "But if he can pull this off, then damn. Just like Foreman, like Hopkins. He's already a legend as it is. It would just be the cherry on top." One of the most pointed criticisms came from Jeff Mayweather, uncle of Pacquiao's former rival, Floyd Mayweather. He criticized the decision to give Pacquiao a shot after such a long layoff.
It seems that boxing has changed because this guy's been retired for what, 3 or 4 years?
What's his last fight, Thurman?
Yeah.
It's been a while. He's 46 years old.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is that he's done nothing to be fighting for a world title.
Oh yeah, for certain. Yeah,
So I mean, I don't understand why he.
Manny Pacquiao potentially facing Mario Barrios. What do you think of that fight?
Yeah, I think that it's a very contentious subject. Like people moaning about Manny Pacquiao. I think Manny Pacquiao is still good enough to beat most fighters in the top 20 at 147 pounds. He's clearly not the fighter that he once was. You're not going to be at that age. My problem is that he's been inactive for quite a long time, like we were talking about.
So without mincing words, Mayweather said, "I mean, the thing is that he's done nothing to be fighting for a world title." Adding to the controversy, many fans and analysts have questioned Pacquiao's 5th spot in the WBC's top 15 rankings. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out!